Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 78 of Direwolf20's Modern Skyblock series. If you guys weren't paying attention over the last 5 or 10 seconds while I was doing my intro, I quickly completed a whole bunch of Galacticraft quests. Yay! That's a lie. I just cheated a whole bunch of stuff in. See? All the cheating, all the cheating, all the cheating, all the cheating. Not even gonna lie. 100% got tired of it. And, hooray, as an added bonus, I ran into what appears to be another bug from this mod. At some point, because during the quests, right, I decided I wanted to at least complete the quest by cheating in the items rather than just opening the quest book and clicking complete on each quest, because this quest book can be, I've heard, can be troublesome at times. So at some point I went to a planet, and I didn't notice exactly when it happened. I want to say it was probably Uranus and Neptune. I encountered some really cold water there. So I was like, okay, cool. That's cold water. And I just came back home. Because what I did is I just teleported to the planet, got the completion of the quest, and then popped a portable teleporter ride home. So that was all well and good. At some point when I did that, all of a sudden, this is how fast I walk now. This is me walking. This is me sprinting. And this is me walking. I feel like that's wrong. And I have no potion effects on me. I tried the heal. You know what I could do is try dying. Let me try dying. I wonder if dying would help. That might be a nice way to solve this. Can I just die? That feels better, right? Does that feel better? Yeah. Woot! May have solved my problem. I was derping around looking for a solution to this problem, and I was like, explain? How do I fix? I don't entirely know. That feels better, right? Yeah, that definitely feels better. So flight was okay. So yay, death was the solution. I solved my problem by dying. Woot. Yeah, that feels better. So I am moving at a reasonable rate of speed again, and that's nice. So that was not fun, right? Getting stuck with that. I couldn't find any effects or commands I could use, but literally as I started recording here, I'm like, wait, what if I die? Think that'll remove whatever this is? And it did, so yay. So Galacticraft is complete. Sorry. I did, take a quick peek at each planet. Some of them are cool looking, and I really wish I could have explored them. Like I said, I think Galacticraft is a pretty okay mod. The mods that I was having trouble with was the Planetary Research mod and the Extra Planets mod. Those are the ones that added all the mechanics that were not super fun. They were grindy, right? Maybe if what you're looking for is an extra level of grind, cool. But not what I was looking for out of this experience. So skipped, but did complete the quests that required for Anti-Rad and Pluto have the little shaped icon there. So with that said, we are done with Galacticraft. So what do we have to do next to unlock further chapters in the book? So we definitely need to get into chickens if we want to unlock a bunch of the left side of this world, right? So large multi-blocks requires reborn technology related stuff. Okay, that's not terrible sounding. Reborn technology, UU matter, and quantum solar panels from Reborn Tech will unlock us. Where would Reborn technology be? Reborn technology feels like it was a long term ago. Reborn Tech. Oh, did we? So we've got Reborn Tech. We just didn't get into it at all. So we should definitely look into doing that at some point. We need to do chickens, which requires bees and a master chef. So we have to do bees and we have to do a master chef, right? So those are things that need to be done. And then once we do chickens, we can get into... so we need large multi-blocks, and we'll need some digital storage related stuff to get into advanced resources, but that unlocks some cool stuff. We can also get life in the forest, gets us neat, the Twilight Realm. And then Reborn Tech and digital storage stuff gets us advanced calculations, which is the calculator mod, it looks like. And for RF tools, which I wanted to get into, we need the Tier 6 Void Ore Miner and Lunar Array. And then from there, we can get into mystical crops. And then we can get into equivalent exchange, and then we can get into the overpowered age, which sounds like fun. And from calculators, we can get into an advanced resources, advanced defense. Sounds interesting. And then the power of dragons, which looks like it's draconic. And then overpowered. So I don't know. Yeah, draconic reactor is in the power dragon. So I'm curious what's in the overpowered chapter, because that sounds like we might be getting towards some fun stuff. That said, we have a lot of quest chapters to go through. So what I'd like to start with today is upgrading our environmental tech to a tier 2 void ore miner so that we can get that rolling. And then I'll probably get into bees. Hopefully there's not a lot that we have to do for bees. And I'll try to make it, interesting and automatable and all kinds of good stuff. And then we'll also check out a master chef, because I assume we just have to click, make some quests, and hippie fun times. So let's get started with environmental tech. So we already have the tier 1 void ore miner, right? So we need to get the tier 2, which needs chironite. So what I should have from environmental tech is, yay, we have gotten at least one more piece of erodium here. Huzzah! We got 2 more pieces of rhodium, so that's good. So let's go pick you up. And do I have my magnet on me? I do, right? Hooray! So let's... Good, vein mining, that works. Huzzah! So that looks cool. So let's check out what's required to make a tier 2, this dude. So that shouldn't be too bad. We just need any kind of laser lens. Tier 2 void ore miner, this dude. Huzzah! Cool. So what we're gonna want to do now, quest updated, chironite. Yeah, it is. Sweet. So we're going to want, from environmental tech, that thing that tells us how many blocks we need. That's the assembler. So to make this thing happen... There we go. So we need 4 null modifiers. So do you know how to make the null modifier? You do not. So you're about to learn, Chief. Null modifier. Boop. And you know how to make interconnects? Yeah, I think you do. So we're going to need some null modifiers. Cool. And then we're going to need 32 structure frames of tier 2 or above. So structure frame tier 2 needs some more erodium crystals. Oh, you're killing me, Chief. You need erodium crystals? Really? I don't remember you needing erodium crystals for structure frame upgrades. I feel like this recipe's been modified, because I do not remember you needing erodium crystals. There's no way, because you're going to need... What? 32 structure frames of tier 2 and above. What? That's not how it used to be. You did not used to need erodium crystals. It took us a long time to get, the erodium crystals that we did collect. Getting 64 more is not going to be an easy task by any stretch of the imagination. What? When did that recipe... I don't want to be in cheat mode anymore. When did that recipe change? Huh. Brutal. Brutal. That is not cool. All right. My excitement wavers yet again. Let's... Really? Structure frame tier 2? Is that it for each structure frame? Oh, yeah. Yeah, tier 3 requires chironite, tier 4 needs palladium, tier 5 needs ionite, tier 6 needs aethium. Wah, wah, wah. That's not cool. Let me do a little research, because I want to find out. That definitely was not the case. And through the magic of editing, I think we have the things we need. Let's find out if I'm right. Do the thing, do the thing, do the thing, do the thing! I totally didn't cheat in a stack of erodium crystals. Alright, I totally did. But, like, this thing's been running for days and days and days and days. Like, how many episodes since I last set this thing up? sorry, I'm opposed to waiting that long for another stack of erodium crystals. Like, technically, the argument could be made that, like, do we have everything we need here? Are you cool? The argument could be made, right, that I could just make more void or minor tier 1s. But, you know, there's that. So I think while I'm working on this, I should kick off that void resource miner controller because we need Mica. Because if I want to upgrade these null modifiers, I'm going to need Mica. So I need Mica for pretty much most of your null modifier upgrades. All the good ones, at least, like speed modifier and accuracy modifier and whatnot. So what I'm going to do is make my void resource miner controller. So let's see what we need here. Right, so that looks good. Neat. All right, so a white lens is probably the route that we're going to want to go with this, because that's going to give you a better chance of getting Mica. It prefers Mica in the white lens. Yes, that's what we want. Cool. So we'll build this dude, and that might be the right number of resources that we need. I might have gotten 1 or 2 extras, but we should be good. Cool. So what we'll probably want to do is set up maybe like, hey, you. Let's put it like over here-ish. Does that look like a nice location for it? I think it does. Woot. Is that good? That looks complete, right? So then he just needs a chest. And an import bus and some of those energy conduit dudes. Are you all that kinds of derpy? Yeah, it should be fine. And that'll at least get us going with the Mica that we're gonna need. Sweet. That looks good, right? And then we're gonna want some cables. And an import bus of some description. So are you running or what, bro? You missing something? You might be missing something. Yeah, it looks like you're missing a block. Structure panel? Ah, you were missing 2 of those. Okay, cool. Now you're running. Good job. Import bus? Import bus. After I confirm that we actually get something in here. Something, 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 something. Hey, ice. Sweet. So that should run now. And importing? Just hoping that we're like not overdoing it on channels on this guy. I don't think we are. We might be. No, 7. 7's where we're at. So yeah, we're good. We're good on channels. Nice. That's what's up. All right, cool. So went ahead and just got myself a little bit of a faster environmental tech upgrade, courtesy of not wanting to wait. Like, again, I could just leave my game running for 24 hours, or I could do that. It's not like, you know, there's engaging gameplay to be had for waiting. So, but we'll get Mica, and then we can upgrade the thing even more. So let's call that piece done for now. And we're getting our first bit of Chironite, which is cool. Hooray! Which means that Chironite chapter is complete, but now we're going to need a void or minor tier 3, which is going to need a lot of Chironite again, right? And it's also, if you remember from before, we're going to need a lot of Chironite for that stuff. So we'll see how quickly we get Chironite with our Void Ore Miner tier 2, because they get better every tier. They get faster and they drain more power and all that stuff. So maybe we'll get Chironite a little quicker. But in the meantime, I think it's time for bees. So do we have bees? We do have bees. So we're going to need a bee attractor. Uses power and seed oil for attracting bees. So that's a thing we need to make next. So that's going to need a carpenter, which, oh boy, I have to get back into the recesses of my brain. Do we even have a carpenter around here somewhere? I'm assuming we do. Where is a question I don't have an answer for. Whoosh. Okay, so hey, quest updated carpenter. There's the answer to your question. I don't think I had a carpenter. So now we're gonna need to fill you with seed oil, right? Seed oil is made in a squeezer with pretty much any kind of seed. Okay, so let's do that. Squeezer next. All right, guys, so ultimate fluid tank along with mechanism. Let's get logistical transporters, universal cables, and mechanical pipes for fluids. And then what do we got by way of seeds? We've got some melon seeds of some description, which you get one of those from that. Pumpkin seeds might be a good route to go. So seed oil, I want to say, like, you know, your many different types of seeds ain't gonna make much of a difference. It's all pretty much 10 millibuckets, right? There's better seeds from better trees from forestry, but like you need to do tree breeding, which I'm not ready to jump into that yet. So let's go pumpkin seeds, since you get 4 of those per pumpkin. And what I'm probably gonna want to have is breaker. What do you have? You have a phantom breaker, auto breaker from Actually Additions, long range breaker from Actually Additions, block breaker from Industrial Foregoing, random things block breaker. I can make you, right? Maybe. That should not be too hard of a thing to get my hands on. I thought I literally just made a shovel. I might be exporting shovels into the voiding of things. That's probably a thing I'm doing. Now we're talking. Can I just pop you here? Or are you facing that way? Yeah, you face that way. You need power? Do we have extra utilities yet? Extra utilities would be great for that I need a small amount of power thing. What's it called? That power dude. I forget how much energy we need for it to work, but wireless requires 4 GP. I think we can make that happen, right? Right, we just need that, and we're gonna need, I know, a few of these probably. So you and you should be cool. And this thing honestly can sit anywhere, so it really doesn't matter where it goes. Sweet. And GP wise, I'm good, right? Should have a bunch of that. So you're getting juiced? Yeah, you are. Nice. Okay, perfect. And let's get a mechanical user if we can. From extra utilities too, correct. Good job. Okay, can I get you to use, and I don't know if this watering can is, look dude, I wasn't, Enderman please. Okay, Enderman please. What if I put you always on top left slot, not that that's necessary. Place block, generic click, use item on block. Activate block with item. Use item. I'm looking for like some indication that growth is occurring. Entity, generic click. Use item on block. And just for giggles, what if we put it here? Use item on block. Activate block with item. Doesn't seem to be using it in a way that makes sense. I was really hoping that Supremium water can. Like, this thing works, right? Psst, watering can. Hello. Hey, there you go. Of course, that's not exactly where we want him to go. But why are you doing such a bad job of growing, Chief? Ah, interesting. Okay. Do they need line of sight to the sky to grow? That's the thing I'm not sure about. Use item? Use item on block. Activate block with item. Usually it's one of those two. Use item on block or activate block with item, and we're not having much luck, are we? So this might be the best way. I tried placing it such that this block breaker was facing downwards, and no such luck. It looks like it can only face one of the 4 directions, like, you know, north, south, east, and west. It can't go up and down. So what we're going to have to do is this, so that we get like 3 pumpkins growing into the same block space, and then the block breaker like that. Yeah, nice, right? That's kind of a efficient way to make pumpkins. So for now, we'll let that just run a whole bunch. In the meantime, do we have any more pumpkins? Maybe we do, maybe we don't. We don't. How about over here? More pumpkins? We do have more pumpkins. Hooray. That's cool. Those are rice seeds. All right, so that will suffice to make me more pumpkin seeds. Sweet. All right, so now onto our squeezer. Do we want a section for this, or do we want to just, you know, whatever it? I think whatever is probably fine. So let's get universal cable. We'll get our squeezer. And we'll start squeezing pumpkin seeds, which should hopefully get us at least a bit of seed oil. And then you, sir, are going to... I did make a tank for this, but I don't know if we're going to need a tank, so I'll hold off on using it. For now, I'll just get the carpenter, and we'll throw the mechanical pipe between the 2 of them. And you are in wrench mode. Configure 8 fluids, please. So you've got seed oil going on. Sweet. Okay. B attractor needs 500 millibuckets of seed oil. So we need an impregnated casing, which needs 250 millibuckets of seed oil with wood. In a carpenter with any kind of wood with seed oil. Ah, there it goes. Nice. Sweet. Nice. All right, and then in the carpenter we put these dudes, and that is B attractor needs planks and bronze. And then once this hits 500 seed oil, we'll be good. He's got a little bit of a ways to go. Wonder if I can put the socket in there. What sockets can I put in there? Wow, that's a lot of bees. Is it circuit board that I'm looking for? I don't think it's circuit board. Is it circuit board? Yeah. Yeah, we'll need a soldering iron and we'll need some other stuff if we want to speed this up with a circuit board, but well, you should be cool. So when this is 500 seed oil, he'll produce his things. We'll be right back. And ta-da, bee attractor. Cool. So now how exactly does a bee attractor work? Uses power and seed oil for attracting bees. Sweet. So what I'm going to do is wrench you up. I'll pop you here. You do have a seed oil guy sitting there. So you're going to, that guy. And then you can have power. And that should be cool. So I don't know how much seed oil we need to attract bees. Looks like it's getting pumped in there and then used up pretty quickly. So we'll just have to keep an eye on the bee attractor there, and hopefully we will get some bees eventually. Maybe we want to have like a small backlog of seed oil before we dump it in. Because it seems to be using it really quickly and not attracting bees. So like maybe it needs like a bucket's worth all at once. But that's step 1 in the bee progress in a Skyblock map apparently. So then we're going to need an apiary. We're also going to need some databases and an escritoire. Haha, look at that. But then force manipulations is like the very next thing. So that's cool. I'm all about the fact that, you know, force mutations is available to us already as a quest. And it doesn't require some bee material. Mutagen producer, mutatron, genetics lab, where? Mutagen producer, yeah. That's cool. Mutatron. Yeah, so I think we're good to get right into bee genetics like right away. That would be cool. All right, how much liquid y'all got? 270 millibuckets. That's what's up. Hey, wow, that was cool. Boom, boom, boom. So I don't know how much it's supposed to use per bee, but we just got a few. Water drone, mystical drone, and marble drone. Wow. Fun times. We should probably look at some kind of chest for storing all these drones. Yes, I agree. Don't we have iron chests? Yeah. I don't think we have to waste diamonds. So maybe what we'll do is item transfer, logistical transfer this dude out of here. Hopefully that's a thing that works. Huzzah. What I'd be really interested to see is if at any point, and we just got another marble drone? Okay. If at any point we get another drone with this staying connected like this, that would be an interesting thing to discover. Like is it using 100 millibuckets to produce a drone, and if it eventually accumulates 100 millibuckets it works, or is it wasting seed oil to do this? That's what I want to know. So I guess we'll leave it. So he's got like, you know, a stack-ish of pumpkin seeds. How are you doing, my friend? I wish I could get this working in an automated way, because that would make pumpkin production so much easier. But we'll come back in a few minutes, and we'll find out if we get any more bees, and we'll find out, you know, if the thing's behaving. So I can't say for sure how it works, but it does look like we got another drone sitting in the chest over here. So that tells me that, at the very least, it's not impossible to receive drones with the way it's set up now, where it's pumping in 10 millibuckets at a time. That's all I got. So how about we do this? We'll wrap up the episode. I will fill this thing with lots of seeds. We'll come back next episode. Do we have anything else we have like a lot of seeds for? I mean, we've got a decent amount of melon seeds. So I mean, I could throw these guys in, right? Beetroot. Yeah, I can take some beetroot seeds. We'll leave a few melons behind, but all this stuff can go, right? And next episode we'll come back. We'll get into bees a little bit. How much bee questing do I need to do? I didn't actually check. But it looks like you want me to get to simpler gene copying, which requires, I mean, we can get into it right now, actually. But then we also need to a bit of bee breeding, which requires an apiary. Okay, so that looks like the nether bees. So we'll have to see. But hopefully it's not like a whole ton of bees needed. But we'll find out. For now, Double20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We'll come back next time. And hopefully, hey, look, an embittered drone. More bees and more automation next episode. Take it easy, guys.